So, Sebastian, describe your approach, the gauge you're going to use, and all of that.
So the membrane is quite thick. We use 25 gauge with Stellaris and Recite Zeiss microscope. I install the infusion here. So the trocars are valved. It's very safe for us to set the surgery.
Sebastian, could you describe how you insert your trocars when you do the next one? You know, what sort of angle you use and when you're putting the trocar in?
Yeah, of course. So you see they are in metal, and they are very useful because I can remove the valve, as you see here. See, we are without the valve, and then I can put again the valve like this. It's very convenient and safe, especially with retinal detachment or fluid gas exchange, for example. So we have done the surgery, the vitrectomy, and now I put the blue. I have stopped the infusion. Let's see here. Okay. So I just have stopped the infusion to inject the blue just in front of the macula, as you see here. And then I move to the contact lens without the Recite. So during this time, it dyes the membrane, and then we go with the contact lens. The infusion is auto on, and I vacuum, and we see the blue.
Sebastian, could you tell us why you made that particular point of stopping the infusion when you injected the blue?
Yeah, you have seen that when I start the infusion, all the blue floats in the vitreous, in the segment posterior. If I stop the infusion, it is just above the macula, and I have a good dyeing. You see well here.
Good trick.
The membrane and the ILM on blue, in blue.
And is this dual blue or is this just brilliant peel?
It is just brilliant peel.
Yeah.
I like to use it because I want to know what I do and what I peel.
Yep.
So we see here the membrane.
Yes.
As we see here the internal limiting membrane. So I can start with the ILM and peel both membranes at the same time.
So you like the negative staining effect,
Yeah.
so you can differentiate them, yes.
Good. Explain that, negative staining, David.
So the point Sebastian's making is that ILM BBG, brilliant peel or ILM blue, doesn't stain ERM. It only stains, it's ILM specific. So you can see the ILM stain nicely, and the ERM not stained with negative staining.
It goes across the ERM?
So it just doesn't take up stain.
I see.
It doesn't stain the ERM. So this is something I prefer as well. I prefer negative staining without mixing dyes.
And what exact stain is this called? You have so many blues in Europe. Poor surgeons.
It's brilliant peel.
Brilliant
and
peel.
It's blue of Comassi. It's not the blue of traitement.
So it's brilliant blue G, yes.
So you see the membrane here and the ILM. I try to peel.
And what forceps are you using, Sebastian?
We are using 25 forceps from Bosch & Lomb.
So, Sebastian, we're back with you.
Okay. So we have peeled the ILM. During this time, I have checked the dyeing with another injection of blue, and you see there is no ILM anymore. So I just peel here in temporal.
So Don, you would be using ICG in this case,
Correct.
and but you'll get negative staining with ICG as well.
Yes, yes, we would, but we would
And
first.
it is very nice. So now we just have to return to the periphery to check the retinal in the periphery and finish the vitrectomy, just to be sure there is no tear, because we have done at the first step the hyaloid, the posterior hyaloid peeling. Alors, c'est la bonne. Okay, so now we are with the recite. C'est la bonne. Ouais. And you see the posterior pore. And the periphery. There is no vitreous anymore. So now we can take the trocars off. Let me show you as my way to take the trocars off. I just put the vitrectom probe here, and then I take over to avoid the vitreous in the sclerotomy, you know.
So you're using the light pipe to reduce the size of the sclerostomies before you remove the cannula.
Yeah, and then for the last one, I just have to stop the infusion, as you see, and take out the last trocar here. And finally, I do a bubble of dexamethasone to reinforce the wound and not to have any problem of leakage.
So you're saying that you inject specifically over the sclerostomies. Is that what you're saying?
So thank you.